Utah. The Marriott Center is rocking for this top 25 matchup between number 11 Baylor and number 25 BYU, the two highest scoring teams. BYU, and we're underway in Provo. After a three-game losing streak, Baylor has won 5 of their last 6. And a corner three off the get-go from Jalen from the corner. The rebound tipped out to Jacoby Walter for Baylor. Walter drives, reverse, and one. What a finish from Jacoby Walter, the freshman. 7th in the Big 12 in foul shooting. And Trevin Nell fumbles it away. Jalen Bridges attacks. 8-0 Baylor.
Well, BYU game against Oklahoma State, they had some really good cracks at it on that last possession.
And what a start for the Baylor Bears. Trevin Nell denied by Eve Misi. Noah Waterman breaks the seal for the Cougars.
Sign for BYU.
Shot clock down to 10. And a three. Jaden Nunn. Ali Khalifa. 3.
It's a big three.
But Langston Love, an early sub for Scott Drew.
Love is their leading scorer in conference play. He's going to be the 6th man of the year in the conference.
The lob and the finish by Josh Ojanwuna.
Hey, Dennis, to either Ojanwuna or Misi lob is one of the toughest things to defend in the Big 12.
Rattles out for Spencer Johnson. Dallin Hall on the offensive glass in the reverse. Jaden Nunn into the cage. Langston Love fires a 3. What a start. It continues. Baylor. Great defense by Baylor inside. Richie Saunders to the basket. And what a play by Saunders with the left hand. Jaden Nunn weaves his way to the basket and lays it in.
Yeah, BYU's been
between Trevin Nell and Caleb Loner. Dumped inside, at the rim, and one. Fusini Traore for BYU. Night, Fusini Traore, and he nails it 78%. Miro Little. Up and under, the freshman banks it in, and Miro Little, who'd been scoreless in 11,
started to carve BYU up, was just in those one-on-ones, driving the basketball.
Jacoby Walter, in and out, back in, tough shot on the baseline. Largest lead for Baylor. BYU just 2 for 11 from 3 to start the game. Ali Khalifa cleans it up. And the rebound falls to Jackson Robinson for BYU. Step back, tough shot, and it rattles in. Jackson Robinson, there's that wild card. Good job getting back by Baylor. Baylor's missed their last 5 shots from the floor. The step back 3, Spencer Johnson. An 8-0 run for BYU has trimmed it to 1. With Chris Patola and our ESPN crew, Roxy Bernstein with you from Provo, Utah. The 2 highest scoring teams in the Big 12. Jalen Bridges launching a 3, and he banks it in.
Man.
Hall. Lost the handle, picked up. Baylor looks to leak out and run. Miro Little is grabbed from behind, and that's a flagrant. And Little is still down. Immediately the signal for a flagrant. We could go, there's a lot to that one. This was the last sequence here as Miro Little was fouled from behind by Richie Saunders. After officiating crew
Awkwardly as Saunders did.
Miro Little at the line. And the freshman from Finland rattles them both games. And after a 3-game losing streak, Baylor has won 5 of their last 6. While BYU trying to bounce back from a loss against Oklahoma State, where they had won 4 of their previous 5. Trevin Nell drains a 3 for his first points. Half a game. Already 5 threes for BYU. They make the 3rd most per game in the country, 11 and a half. He's caught. Noah Waterman rams it home. Steal, Dallin Hall knocked it away. 3 on 2 for BYU. Hall, 3. Inside 10 to shoot, Jacoby Walter. Trying to create. Jalen Bridges, off balance, got it to go, and we're tied. And a foul out top. That's the 2nd on Dallin Hall.
Yeah, when things break.
Available for Scott Drew after missing the last 3 games. Missed the in Houston.
Of course, Houston coming off a big win last night.
Eat Measy off the lob.
He has so much room to operate. Again, that Dennis to Measy lob is one of the toughest things to defend in the Big 12. And part of it is the spacing that the threat of the perimeter shot Baylor has around.
Trevin Nell gets. Ali Khalifa straight on. 3! Yeah. Second 3 for the BYU big man. Five to shoot, Ray J. Dennis. Weaves his way around, and a foul on Jackson Robinson.
But I mean, who are you going to put?
For 5, Tennessee. Big Saturday slate on ESPN. It was over 1,800 career points at his 3 stops. Spencer Johnson. Left it short, tipped in his own miss, and he's fouled.
Rebounders. Spencer Johnson is BYU's leading rebounder in conference play. They're constantly sneaking in there. He and Dallin Hall. And Johnson's done a nice job driving it, has not initiated contact.
These are 2 of the best rebounding teams in the country. And a terrific response from BYU after trailing by as many as 9 early. And a foul on Trevin Nell that will send Miro Little to the line. Foul on BYU. And the officials, some indecision about whether it was a 1-and-1 or a 2-shot foul. That's why we have this stoppage here. And final 80 seconds of this first half.
First sign of zone we've seen from Baylor.
Jackson Robinson. Spencer Johnson, another offensive rebound for BYU. And another 3 for Ali Khalifa. And a foul will send Jacoby Walter to the line. 1 for 1 for the line already.
In the second half of the first matchup.
Walter now with 39-33 to see Baylor respond with 48 second half points on their home floor and an 81-72 win over BYU. Trevin Nell. Reversed by Trevin Nell. What a shot. Not known as a driver, he's more of a three-point specialist. Baylor can play for the last shot of the half. Ray J. Dennis, the lob, Misi at the buzzer.
And he got fouled. Exactly how you play a 2-on-1 by Jaden Nunn.
Jalen Bridges, who had 10 in the first half to lead Baylor. Khalifa 11 lead all scorers for BYU as Misi goes to work inside.
Misi's doing a lot.
Court BYU is. AJ Dennis weaves his way inside. What a spin move.
Well, he loves that spin to the...
Ten on the shot clock. Misi moves in. Misi and Baylor has taken the lead. 6 straight for Baylor to start the second half.
Misi's taking up the space. You know, Khalifa's playing way back. And Misi typically goes right there, went to his left that time.
Noah Waterman drops it in. Misi. Trevin Nell, 3. 9-3 for BYU. AJ Dennis. And the spin move down low, Josh Ojanwano inside. Spencer Johnson. The ball fake, but then missed. Long rebound tipped out to Dallin Hall. He goes to the basket, and he lays it in.
He is their most important player. He controls everything for BYU.
Ray J. Dennis, the floater. What a move.
He's got all the shots against the draw, especially if you give him freedom of movement.
Ali Khalifa steps way out for 3.
Certainly helped their analytics, and they still have some consistency questions and things they're going to have to answer.
The floater from Richie Saunders. Inside 12 and a half minutes. A Baylor team that's won 5 of their last 6 games. BYU's won 4 of their last 6 as Jacoby Walter goes to work underneath. They've made 10 or more threes in 18 of their 26 games now. Jackson Robinson lost the handle. Here comes Baylor in transition. The lob to Caleb Lohner. Welcome back to the Marriott Center. Jacoby Walters spinning. Gets the foul on Jackson Robinson. And a technical against BYU.
This for the Big 12. Officials are not going to put up with it.
Shooting into that background. 1 for 2. Walter now and Jacoby Walter will shoot those.
Yeah, I mean, he gets him in the air, and it's a foul. And Mark Pope just wants it called the same on the other end, and I don't blame him.
Free throw discrepancy between the two sides. You see it there. And Jackson Robinson, 3.
Shooters on that backside.
Again, the reverse. Richie Saunders with 4 fouls. Tough shot, Jackson Robinson at the side of the backboard, but Spencer Johnson tracks it down. It falls! Jackson Robinson's 3rd. Of why it's difficult to match up and defend BYU.
Yeah, because all 5 of those guys, Roxy, can shoot it.
Misi, speaking of difficult to defend, and the athletic freshman will get to the line. The second.
You got to switch more. You got to fan out more.
Make it even tougher to defend BYU.
And then the
backdoor cut, the lay-in. Richie Saunders. Jacoby Walter, and he's fouled and will get to the line.
Away from the ball.
Hamstring injury, and Atiki Ali was suspended for a game. That opened the door for Ali Khalifa, and he's been in the lineup ever since for BYU. Fousseyni Traore by himself.
And good for Baylor because of BYU's ability to shoot it.
12-3 surge for the Cougars, quieted by Jalen Bridges' first points of the second half.
It's a big shot. You know, sometimes you get a desperate shot when a team has momentum, and those are the shots that gotta go in. There's a big one there for Jalen Bridges.
Noah Waterman along the baseline. And a foul out top on Josh Ojonwina of Baylor. And the Fousseyni Traore on the offensive glass. And the rebound batted around, and Spencer Johnson keeps it alive for the Cougars. Noah Waterman way off on the three. And the rebound falls to Jacoby Walter. Jalen Bridges behind the defense. Saunders had a clean look, and Baylor comes away with it.
I'll say, this comes down to Baylor getting stopped. So wide open layup out of the timeout for BYU.
Idmisi isolated and attacks.
And really good touch off the glass.
Trevin Nell, three! 13 threes for Baylor. Inside 10 of the shot clock. Dallin Hall turns the corner to the basket. Can't finish, in the loose ball grab by Baylor. Jaden Nunn to the basket and finishes.
This is must-stop time right here, and then you've got to collect the defensive rebound. Good timeout.
30-second timeout for Mark Pope. Jackson Robinson launching. Three! Fourth for Robinson, 14 threes for BYU. And a foul on the drive, and that'll be the 6th team foul. Next foul will put Baylor into the bonus. Baylor needs a sense of urgency as Ray J. Dennis, the kick out, Jalen Bridges. And a foul going for the rebound, and it's on BYU, and a 1-and-1 for... Clutch free throw again. And Baylor just 2 for their last 15 from 3.
You got to pick up here. I mean, you got to try to force a turnover. You don't necessarily have to foul, but you got to.
Allen Hall milking the clock.
It's a 3-possession game. And
Hall's only a 60% foul shooter. Richie Saunders. And fighting for the rebound, and Idmisi comes away with it. Baylor needs to go. Jaden Nunn fouled on the drive before the shot. 38 seconds and a 1-and-1. One more for... Makes both. Now Miro Little. Having trouble getting it in. Jackson Robinson gets it, and a foul immediately on Baylor. 1-and-1 at the other end for Robinson, who's...
And they clearly emphasize, he posted up well and caught it.
And it is a 3-possession game. 14 now for Jackson Robinson tonight. Ray J. Dennis, challenged by Fousseyni Traore. And Jackson Robinson pulls it down. And they finally foul Robinson, and Scott Drew was urging his guys to foul.
Especially in the second half on Baylor.
Mark Pope was really frustrated with their defensive performance against Oklahoma State last Saturday. Step back from Jalen Bridges. Rebound Fousseyni Traore. And a foul with 7.8. With a cranky knee all season. One more for Fousseyni center tonight.
Sure has.
Nero Little to the basket, lays it in. 2.1 to go. And BYU win number 19 for the Cougars. They've won 5 of their last 7. And a strong effort for Mark Pope's team here at home tonight.
Got to protect home. And BYU, they were up for the fight tonight. In every area, and then they played to their strength. That three-point shooting was outstanding.
So BYU now